I was reading this stuff about Google's like rolling out their AI search ads or whatever they're trying to do, and how
Hmm.
basically it's everyone gets scared because for Google ads because they're saying like the AI is answering a lot of the queries now that are searched into Google ads, but obviously Google started putting links to ads in the AI text stuff. So now they just figured out a way to monetize it even more by putting
Yeah.
more. So it's going to be a good thing for the rest of us. The bad thing I think is where they want to push everyone is towards like a more looser search term, broad type keywords, and let the algorithm decide what high intent is, and then just kind of run that with a smart bidding.
It's
It
been so
seems like
good.
that's what they want.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
done that so well. I don't know why it would be a problem.
I, dude, like what? Like I don't understand what they're doing. It doesn't make sense. Like nobody want their advertisers who pay your fucking bills don't want this stuff. Like what are you doing? I know they're trying to monetize all the dog shit traffic that comes through, but I just
That's
don't see how it's beneficial to us.
Have
You know
you
what I mean?
looked at their chart lately on profits from
No,
ads?
no, I haven't. It's not
Take a
good.
look at it. You realize that they kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah, probably.
Have
I think
you
they wanted I
what was
think they
it?
wanted to get rid of the search market because it's
No.
down about 70% on search, but their profits are way up. They go up every year. So I
So
think people
what's
go to
down on
Google to
search
buy.
then?
What's that?
What is it that's down on search?
Usage.
Usage, okay.
Yeah, it's down big, like
I mean,
huge.
me myself, I ask everything in ChatGPT now. I don't even use Google anymore.
I
Yeah.
ask a bunch of informational questions, but I still do a lot of buy stuff on Google.
Oh no, I do my buy shit on Google, yeah. But if I have
Yeah.
like a question like, why is there what's the name of this fucking fish? And upload a
So
picture of it.
maybe we
It's
get rid of
like,
all the crappy traffic.
yeah, that'd be super if we can do that. But not,
Well,
now
the
I'm waiting
weird
for GPT ads, which I'm sure will be a thing at some
Yeah,
point.
for sure. They're gonna,
You
Oh
know,
like
yeah,
people.
100%.
I was
the
talking.
actually,
weird thing is,
I'm
they got
reading
they're down
I'm
like
reading
60% on search, but the profits still keep going up from ads.
Yeah,
I mean, they're down like 60 or 70%.
yeah. I mean, they're
yeah,
also getting sued by everyone and their mother for a monopoly.
Hmm.
And that won't hurt them a bit.
No, probably not. They probably have to pay a fine, and hopefully they'll start lowering some CPCs because they're so overinflated.
Or just
I'm actually reading right now the Google documentation on AI ads, and
Yep.
it's kind of funny because the text is almost a stand-up comedy script. It says reach the right customer with broadband.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, listen,
Like,
I'll run broad match if it works. I have no qualms against it, right? But I'm not gonna run it if I'm trying to get roofing leads and you're sending me plumbers. Like I'm not doing that.
I know it's
Like stop.
terrible.
yeah,
We
Stop.
run broad match in most of our accounts,
Yeah,
very little
yeah,
because sometimes when we don't get any traffic. Like
for
it
sure,
just
man. And that's what I feel like they're trying to like force people into that. And
Mhm.
I'm doing a lot of
Yeah.
testing right now with it and with broad match plus TCPA plus observation targeting for like in market. And I'm trying to see how that does. I'm basically giving Google what they say they want everyone to do and see
Yeah.
if they're gonna reward the campaign for just doing what they want you to do. And then kind of monitor the
yeah,
quality and all
yeah.
that
But
stuff.
all they talk about in that page, that AI search ads page, is
Yeah.
about broadband.
Yep.
So if they wanted to say reach more customers with broadband, okay, that's fine. But reach the right customers with broadband, it's like, I mean, they don't talk about any other type of measures, anything.
Yeah.
Very strange. I was send it in the chat.
My roofing campaign, where I have just like the word roofing is
Yeah.
broad match, it's still ticking along.
That's awesome.
I mean,
And that's proof, Sue,
Wow.
that what they're saying,
it's
what they're trying
working.
to
And then every once in a while, there'll be like I'll look at the search terms and there'll be something really random and it converts. And
Yeah.
I think it's because they know the five things they searched before that.
Oh yeah. They
Oh,
definitely
You
for
know what I
sure.
mean? Like, so they know that that
yeah,
person had the intent of looking for a roofer. They
absolutely.
just decided to finally click on our ad.
So the question is then, how is the quality so far?
So far, so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
I
Keep
mean,
Yeah,
running
it
it.
except
seems
for
it
the
seems
occasional hang up that like I just can't really explain anyway. I guess they're just, maybe
That
some
could be
bot
that
job.
could be your tracking number though.
Right.
CallRail does that a lot, where sometimes you'll get a bunch of abandons before it dials,
Oh,
and
you're saying like that number is just getting called
that
because it
number
was
is just fucked.
previously
Yeah.
belonged to somebody
Yep.
else. Yeah,
Yep.
that could be too. Yeah.
So what we do in that situation is we refresh the numbers to get new ones, and that usually
Mhm.
resolves it.
Mhm.
If you're using CallRail, it is. I don't know.
It's high level, but
I'm not surprised. I
it's
don't know.
not that bad. I mean, I don't know. I just got a call from the owner of the company this morning. He's psyched. He's like, so much better than last summer. Like,
Nice.
you're the only one who's been able to do it for us. And
Good.
I should have asked for a review right then. Why didn't I do that? I'll get
Email,
back.
Hmm.
I'll
text
get
them.
back in touch with him later.
They'll give
so.
it to them, I'm
Talking
sure.
about that, I was talking with a prospect, and he said that the estimates this year around Florida, they are down. Like they are getting leads and getting estimates, but the amount of the estimates are lower, right? I mean,
Mm.
they got 20,000, 30,000 estimates, and now it's more under 10,000. So are you guys hearing anything like it from your construction clients, or I
I'm
mean,
not even in.
home
I'm not even in
improvement?
roofing except for Facebook. We have a bunch of guys on Facebook that do really well, but we don't hear from them, which is nice. So if I'm not going to poke it and ask questions if they're not bothering anybody, but I would assume they would complain if there was an issue. Usually they do.
Yeah,
However, we
yeah.
had a guy, what was it? A couple years ago, who we screwed up canceling his billing because he moved from, or it's like 2 years ago. I think he moved from Google ads to Facebook ads or something like that. And we never canceled out his billing and he never said anything. So we continued to bill him for like 9 months management fees.
Ouch.
And then he called in and he was like, yeah, I need like a refund for $3,000 or whatever it was. I was like,
That was
motherfucker.
100% profit.
Yeah, right. That one hurt. But I don't know, it reminded me of that. It was a roofer.
Roofing overall is down.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah.
It's so saturated, man.
Not only that, but the products last too long.
Yeah.
Right?
That's half the problem. We got to go to the light bulb thing, make
Yeah.
one that burns out.
Yep.
I've gone
Yeah,
over
but I,
people had budgets before and had a refund. Like I have a big plumber and we were trying to ramp it up quicker
Yep.
and it just took off all of a sudden over. I'm like,
The
oh shit.
worst.
And he called me on it and he's like, hey, we went like 2,000 over what
Oh,
my budget was. And so I just gave back to him. Like
yeah, it's the
we
right thing to
there's
do.
free leads. Like,
Yeah.
but he'd been with us for a long time and
There you
so
go.
whatever. Sometimes that stuff's good actually for turnover.
Oh man,
Most companies won't do that.
our whole agency is like lessons like that from over the years, and like especially in the beginning days when it was just me managing like 100 accounts, which is fucking insanity. And
Yeah.
that's why mistakes kept getting made, and that's why our SOPs are so strong now internally. Is because I've wasted so much money that we had to refund, like dumb shit, like creating a landing page and not switching over the lead notifications to the new client. So ours are all clones. So back in the day, I would clone a landing page. I wouldn't have a template. I would actually just go into a client, clone it, redo everything in the new client, and then I would forget to do shit. I would like miss a phone number or I would not change the notification emails, and the guy would call and be like, "Who the fuck is XYZ towing? That's not my company." My
Uh,
bad. How do I make this right, sir?
yeah, we've done that.
Yep. Now
Actually,
it's almost bulletproof. I'm knock on some wood here, but it's pretty good from all the stuff we have built into it.
I have an attorney client that their leads coordinator email was on her. We had the right email, but she left luckily they caught it pretty early, like 10 days
Yeah.
ago. They were like, we haven't had any leads and we increased our billing with you. And I'm like, No, you're getting a lot. Because they're in a niche like slumlord law.
Yeah,
They get at least 5 leads a day, like at
nice.
least form fills. And so I'm like, here's your 50 leads for the last few days. And they're like, oh my gosh, so
That reminds me of something. I want to show you guys something. So this is a test I just rolled out today, an Instapage. Well, let me share my screen. Give me a sec. I have high hopes for it. All right, where's the share screen shit? All right, let me know when you guys can see my screen.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so I'll take you through two. Let me move this out of the way. I just set this up today, right? It's like this morning, but I was reading a bunch of shit last night, and then I was chat GPTing, and then I couldn't sleep because I wanted to test it right away, but I couldn't get up because my wife would get mad at me. So first thing this morning, I set it up, and it's a sticky. So you guys know I'm big on like sticky footers and stuff. This
Mhm.
is a real estate investor guy. So I started working in the reviews directly into the subheadline, which I never do
Oh,
usually.
nice. Okay.
So I started doing that, and I got this sticky call button with like a little call to action bubble next to it. It kind
Cool.
of like is impossible to avoid, right? It's right in your face when you land on the mobile version of it. And I just have a straight up call out, like get an offer over the phone for the real estate guy. And then there was another one I just set up for an electrician who I'm trying to improve as well. GNR was doing like 32% or 33. This is the one we went through on one of our calls.
Mhm.
I think I can do more. So I rolled this out for him too. Again, I did the reviews in the subheadline, and then I did the same thing, except this one's, call for a free phone estimate, which I'm not thrilled about that one, but I'm gonna test probably 10 different variations of something here in the call out bubble. So I'll let you guys know how it goes, but I think this is gonna do well. I don't know, just a hunch, but I
Are
mean, I
you
would love to see this. If I was going to a landing page when I call for shit when I need things, which nobody fucking answers me back anyway because I live in the middle of nowhere, but I would love to see something like this, which is like right in your face, tells you what to do, solves your problem right away. So give me like a week and I'll hop back on and share with you guys again. But I think that's gonna do decently well.
So the
are
things
you
that you did was throw the 5-star review up at the top there, like
Yes.
the billboard.
Yeah. So
And
the
add,
5-star review I've already proven it works better, right? This is I've taken this winning element from another like 8 tests I had 2 weeks ago, and it
Mhm.
won every time. So I
Okay.
definitely am doing this going forward with all of my testing. Is I'm putting the 5 stars, dozens of 5-star reviews or 6,000 5-star reviews, however real reviews you have, do that. But if it's like under like 24, I try not to say 20 plus reviews. I'll do like dozens or whatever. Um, but I definitely am doing that in everyone going forward. Now I'm
So wait
testing.
a sec. That's tricky. That's marketing right there because you didn't say they have 5-star ratings. You said they have dozens of 5-star reviews.
Correct. Yes, you like
Okay.
that?
Yeah, I like it.
Great,
It's true. There is
great.
dozens of
That's
5-star
great.
ratings. This is
That's
very
great. That's
true.
great.
Not their overall rating is not 5 stars. It's 4.8, but that's okay.
Or
Um,
3.4,
yeah, right. And then I've been testing the floating call button here, which is simply just an icon you just click, right? And then
yeah.
brings up the phone prompt. And then I just added this as the new test today, which is basically
So
a
when you
call to action.
if you hit that button, it doesn't call out, it takes you to the phone number.
Yeah, you can't. If you click a call button, it just pulls the prompt up on the phone to call, and then you have to click the number to
Okay.
call it. But that's
Okay.
what it does. Yeah.
Okay.
Are those bullets clickable at the bottom? The check boxes?
Check boxes. Yeah, these are. Yeah, it's the form.
That's nice. Gives them
Yeah.
Oh,
something to
that's
do.
cool. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, I
cool.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gets them
I
involved.
don't know.
So
I
you
don't know
check
if you have
colleges up
if
front.
you have that. Don't know if
That's
you have
nice.
that in Instapage,
This is
but
Instapage. Yeah.
yeah. But in Unbounce, I've done it several times. And if I were you, I would try to make a multi-step form,
Yeah.
but putting the name and phone and everything on the last page.
Yeah.
It
Every
increases
time
like
I've done
35, 40%.
every time I've
Every
done
test has been.
multi-step, it never works well. Every time.
Yeah.
every time. Maybe it's just because it's Instapage's functionality is not as good as Unbounce, which I'm sure it's
Okay.
not. But every time I do it, it fucking tanks and it doesn't look right on mobile either. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
more I'm not really too concerned about the forums. I want calls because these guys want
Mhm.
calls, right? Nobody wants forums because then they don't nobody answers and clients, they don't chase people down like you're supposed to.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I'm trying
Yeah,
to do things in all of my testing. I'm trying to do things that will just get a really high call rate. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on with
great.
that after
Are
I get some
you
data.
are you still I thought you were switching to Go High Level for your landing pages, or are you still just
I have Go High Level too, but Go High Level, like I said, I'm handcuffed to Instapage for certain niches because when we
okay?
clone them and move them over to Go High Level, they don't work the same. So there's
Mhm.
certain niches where we have to use Instapage, which sucks because Instapage is like $1,500 a month. Like it's not cheap. So we're stuck with it. And then we have half of them on Go High Level. The only thing I don't like about Go High Level is the split testing is nowhere near as advanced as Instapage.
Yeah, that's true. We're
It's
going
terrible.
100% go high level
What's
Yeah.
just because
the
I'm
what's
tired
the
of
diff
working in three systems or
Yeah.
whatever
Like I like to run through like three-way
and
split
paying for
tests and four-way split tests, and you can't do that in high level.
it. You what, just do a AB?
In high level, yeah, it's just AB.
Okay, they need to step their game up there.
And they don't tracking the fucking phone number clicks either, which what is that? I thought there
No,
was a
they don't
workaround
track
for it.
phone number clicks on your landing page conversion rate. Yeah,
you have to
you have to manually back into that shit.
manually look at the call report, and it'll tell you which page
Yeah.
got it, but yeah, it's a pain.
It just sucks.
I
Like, dude,
know
just build it in.
Yeah, we should talk to them. They should
I
change.
put that in as an idea, but you know,
Evan, they're so backlogged with ideas, and they're all good ideas, most of them, but they're so
yeah.
backlogged that they don't even have the time.
What
And
is
Some of
it
the
not telling
functionality,
you?
if a phone number is clicked, it's not counting it as a conversion.
Oh, well, I do that in automations. You can add it to Google as a conversion.
You can add it to
Add it to
Google as a
Google, but not to
conversion,
the landing
but
page.
not to the landing page split testing we're talking about.
Oh,
So you
okay.
won't know, like,
to
so for example,
determine the A versus the
I see
B.
what you're saying.
yeah, so I did a consult with one of our members 2 days ago, and he has a high level split test going, and they're really nice pages. I think they're doing really well, honestly, but
Hmm.
he cannot see any of the fucking phone calls coming from in high level. So he's like, dude, my page is converting at 4%, both the
Can you do
variations,
that in
but they're
the
not because I
API?
see the
You
Google Ads
can.
account. So we're like reverse engineering what's going on with it, and it turns out that it's getting mostly phone calls, and high level is just like right over their fucking
You go
heads.
into phones, reporting,
Yep.
or reporting, and then phones, and it'll show you it'll say like B, whatever landing page B,
Yeah.
landing page A, so you can see it there. It's just
Phones reporting. All right, I'll tell him.
or reporting and then phones. Yeah,
Yeah, because he was like, I
you
don't
can
think the page
filter
is
it.
bad. And I'm going through his page. I'm like, this is pretty good, man. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
you can filter it by that. But yeah, I mean, it is a pain, especially at scale.
like
It's
if we
some
could just get that together, it would be so much more helpful. Because like we're really heavy with GHL for all of our real estate pages, like all of our real estate investors, with a lot of them, all of the mobile home investors, those guys, like because we just have pages that just work. We just upload them and they just work. We don't have to even really do much to them. But like a lot of our client density is in junk removal, detailing, stuff like that, and it just does not work in high level. I don't know why.
Weird.
Yeah.
Is it the look of are the what's the different?
I mean, we had our designers clone it exactly, so I don't know. It's just not, it just doesn't work as well. I can't figure it out,
Huh.
but
And are you using
until I
mostly
can.
single pages still, or are you doing
What's up?
are you using mostly single pages for like home services, or are you doing
No,
the
so home
multi-page?
services in GHL, the ones that work really well, we're doing the mini sites, which are
Mhm.
I gave to you guys in the thing.
Yeah, we
Those work really well. I
yeah.
don't even edit the templates that I gave you
I'm
guys
gonna
for
try
that.
that.
That's what we're using.
We have one of those.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we have a mini site template. It's basically just a landing page broken down into 5
Yeah.
pages.
So a lot of the home service testing I'm doing now, I'm doing the testing in Instapage, and then if it works, then I'll clone it and move it over
Interesting.
to our GHL template, assuming that it holds and it doesn't do what junk does. But that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. Like I have to get off Instapage. Like I love it for the testing, but it's so expensive, and it's only getting more expensive the more clients that we have to put on it, and it's a huge like money suck.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a 70% discount. Unbounce tells me on
Yeah.
my Unbounce account. I'm like, holy fuck!
Yeah.
I
They
can't
came to
afford
us.
a 70% discount.
Instapage come to us every year and they're like, when we first started with you guys, we had like, a couple hundred pages on there, and it was like $500 a month, which whatever, that's fine. Okay, it's like GHL. Then one year they come to us, they're like, listen, we've upgraded our services and we're increasing prices. And I'm like, okay, I'm thinking like $200, like whatever, it's gonna suck, but it'll be fine. And they're like, yeah, no, it's 1,200 now. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, then they know they got us because I can't move 250 fucking pages
That's where they think
within the
they have
time frame they gave me to I have to pay.
it's
So
cost me like 3 months of service to move all the pages
exactly.
off of there. But other than that, I'm like, why do you think you're so valuable?
Yeah.
What do you do? You're offering a
And they knew they had me. And I
tool
was
of
like, you know what? And I get pissed about stuff like that, but Ed's like, who cares? Just pay it. Like, whatever. He's like, it's not worth even. You know how Ed is, dude. He's very like,
yeah.
and I'm just like, these fuckers, man. They got us over a barrel. Same thing with, we had, what was the automate active campaign, right? So we had active campaign and we're paying for GHL. And I'm like, dude, what? We're active campaign is like
Active
$600 a
campaign's
month. And I'm
expensive,
like, let's get rid
right?
of it. We have GHL, import everything in GHL, and now that's all set up in there. But I'm like, we were doing such dumb shit like this for years, paying for all these different softwares. And when GHL does pretty much all of them, you know?
Yeah.
When I moved my agency to like GHL, I eliminated like 7 pieces of software.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it's huge.
It
It's
was
just like all of our onboarding, like the moving the tickets down and like their CRM style stuff. Like we do that for our Facebook guys and our Google guys now too, and it's all done in high level. And the white label Facebook we're rolling out, that's all high level. We're from the get go. There is no other landing page shit like or anything. It's all done at high level, which is nice. So I'd like to consolidate everything into one thing because when we sell eventually, like it's going to make sense to not like it's going to make it more streamlined and easier to unload or give to somebody else. You know what I mean? Instead of having things all over the place from different.
right.
So that's where we're at now. But
Is there any way to build multi-step forms in GHL other than that
You
service?
yeah,
can,
survey.
you can, but we have issues with we've had issues with the conversions from the surveys on a couple accounts. Like I don't even remember what we did now to fix them. One of them I just switched over to a form instead
Yeah.
of a survey, and I can't. The other one, they're not with us anymore. But we always had issues with conversions of surveys. It's like it drops off the GCL ID or something because I know these accounts like they would only get their traffic from Google Ads on these pages, and it's saying everything is organic. Every single lead was
Yeah.
organic. GHL didn't have a good answer for it, and
That shit's annoying, man. Especially their A2P stuff is I heard is like getting crazy.
oh
I
man,
know Dustin stopped it. He was like, we implemented SOP to get rid of it. Now we're just doing email notifications because it got
I kind
so
of have a
insane.
template now, and it's starting to work. But I was getting declined on everyone, and I never got declined before, and
Yeah.
it's kind of
You have
ridiculous.
to collect so much information up front on the A to P and
Yeah.
then go through the approval and everything else.
They're super strict now.
We never had issues until recently. They wanted licensing information and all kinds of weird stuff, I guess. And then
Well, the
Dustin,
website's got to be like legitimate. You can't use a subdomain. You can't use a.
yeah,
I tried to funnel because I didn't have access to my customer site
yeah,
to update all the stuff we needed to. Try to funnel that didn't work. So what we did last week, and I got approval on it. I just took out a new domain, duplicated one of our multi-sites, made it for it, just put his logo in and a little bit of information so it looks legit.
yeah,
Form fill, and then it got approved. But yeah, you got to have like this 2 lines, big paragraphs of like, I agree to receive text messages from the business, and I'm 18, and da da
yep.
da. And it's like once you get approved, you can change it, but
Yeah, it's
it's
crazy.
and it sucks because you get charged every time you submit. So I'm like, dude, we're paying, usually $46 per A2P registration because we were getting denied every time on the first one, even if we did it exactly the same as the other one that got
Yeah,
approved.
that's
So they
exactly why we
told me,
stopped.
yeah, they told me like you got to have this exact text because it depends on who reviews. Sometimes they let it go if it doesn't say exactly that, and others, are really strict on it. So
Yeah.
it's just, but I do
It got to a point for us where it was affecting our onboarding timelines and things were getting traffic jammed, and it was all because of A2P. So Dustin came to me and he was like, "Listen, we could keep doing it and I can just figure it out. Or he's like, the easier way to do it is just let's just email them the leads. They come in a second anyway. It's not like they're waiting for hours or anything like that. So that's what we're moving
Ever
to.
had problems with emails going to like we've had problems with where clients where their spam filters are too strict and they don't get our
Yeah.
email. You know? So
Yeah.
like I usually call them the first few just to make sure
Yeah. And the
or
whitelist them.
like a picture and say, hey, did you get this? And,
Yep. Yeah. We do all that. We have that built in to make sure it's
yeah,
all whitelisted and stuff like that.
yeah,
But yeah, it's just obviously the text is way better to get notified via text. But
yeah.
if it's going to be a problem like this, at least until they solve it or they make it easier for everybody, then I'll go back to it maybe in the future. But yeah, right now we're
Yeah.
not.
It's a carrier thing, it's not even GHL. It's just a
Yeah.
carrier. You know,
And who do
you know,
they get their numbers from the was it Twilio or Twilio?
Twilio.
Twilio?
Which
So
all of them do. Even we used to use call tracking metrics. They buy other stuff from Twilio, and
yeah,
um, I used to go through Twilio direct instead of GHL. But
yeah.
now GHL has the features we wanted, so I just go directly through GHL, so it's
I
fine.
wonder if CallRail gets their numbers from there too.
I think they do. I think I read they do. Twilio
Everyone
seems to be
probably
the
does, right?
backbone for everybody. Like
Yeah.
Twilio is humongous. They're a huge company. So
Nice.
yeah.
All right, guys, we got 2 minutes left. You guys want to hang for 2 minutes or do you want to jet? What do you want to do?
Hey, just um, I went through your videos on trouble campaigns, just kind of good refresher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we have a plumbing campaign that just all of a sudden, man, tanked again. I'm like, what in the hell is going on here? Just
Yeah.
to nothing, And it's like no matter what we're doing, and I don't. I'm trying not to restart the entire campaigns again.
What bidding strategy is it on?
It's on Target CPA,
Is it just a bad week or two, or is it like
and
month?
like been about like 2 weeks of
Yeah. And
not
it's
good.
not self-correcting?
Mm. No, we
What's the TCPA set at?
well now we just bumped it again to it's 150 now.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
usually if I get jammed up with TCPA like that, especially in plumbing, if raising the TCPA and giving it more room to breathe usually brings it back under control. But then you're gonna have to
What are
lower
you
back down.
seeing for conversion costs?
What's up?
What are you guys seeing plumbing conversion costs?
Well, this one we were around 100. Now we're at like
Yeah.
150. So
We're anywhere
it's
from 90 to like 130-ish.
You
Depends
just
on the
doing like
market.
general plumbing or like trenchless type of things?
I would say
general.
mine's more generalized.
Okay.
It's hard to get, what I notice when I go through the calls most, and even my plumber said that, because I think I mentioned to you about the drain cleaning Rob on Facebook, and
Yep.
he said he actually likes those. He goes, those are the ones that turned into big calls. He's like, I
They're
rarely get
easy to
someone
get. They're just
calling.
cheap.
He rarely gets called for like, oh, I went trenchless plumbing,
No, no one
or
gets that shit.
Right.
yeah,
I'm only going after the plumber keywords anyway. Emergency plumber, plumber near me, plumbing services close by, stuff like that. And then let them sort it out what happens. Drain cleaning is a great entry product because it's cheap to get them, easy to get them. But most guys don't want them. So if you got a guy who wants them, dude, flood them. Let him sort out the back end.
and they're all competing on low price drain cleaning
Yeah,
here. $59, $49, $69. But he said, get your foot in the door and we
yeah.
can find bigger issues. So
All right, we got a jet. It's gonna kick us out. Any
Okay.
second.
Thanks, guys.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Evan,
Rob.
start a thread in school if you want to continue that conversation about the plumbing.